Ready?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see what you got here,
All
man.
right. So here's what we're looking at. Everything that we do, you got a three-year warranty in there.
We put a 3-year in Florida, by the way. So.
3-year warranty there. This is the price right here. So with this, I'm going to send you all this in an itemized email, and then I'm probably going to follow up with you in a day or two to just gather your thoughts. What thoughts do you have right off the bat?
Well, first of all, thanks for being so detailed. You definitely took all the measurements. That's about pricing-wise. That's probably about what I would think it would cost. So yeah, dude, definitely send it to me for sure.
Yeah, I'll send it to you for sure. It feels kind of like the price is going to be a determining factor. Yeah.
You know, it is, but it's not the most important thing. I've gotten some quotes lower, but I've also, seen the difference between what you would do. So I feel like me spending a little bit more for your product would probably be a good decision on my part.
Be a good decision, yeah, for sure. How are you planning on paying for the driveway there?
I was probably just going to write a cash or check. I've got a couple more quotes coming. I'm just really not sure what I'm going to be doing. That's why I'm trying to get as many quotes as I can.
As many quotes, for sure. I mean, I totally feel like you should do your homework and get some quotes just to compare apples to apples. Do you have any other quotes by chance?
I've got 2 already, but like I said, they're lower, but not necessarily looking to go with the lowest.
Would it be impossible for you to email those to me or just?
Yeah, I don't mind you sending it to me, but like I said, I kind of like you, and your price is probably more willing to pay. So if you want to see the people that I'm not going to use, you can. But I do like your price. So.
No, for sure. I'm glad you like the price. At this point, are you not interested in working with me, or are you interested, but there's something else you're unsure about?
Yeah, great question. So I'm definitely looking to do it. I'm just not sure when I'm going to do it. Like, I'm kind of just getting quotes now. I might do it this summer, next summer, but I'm really just not sure when I'm going to do it. So I can't say it's not you, but I can't say it is you. Okay. But I'm definitely not looking to not use you. So.
I mean, yeah, Alex, I like you, a lot. I want to earn your business. How can I do that? Woo!
There you go. Cool. Great job.
I got goosebumps.
That was awesome. Well, what was your reaction to doing that?
I was just trying to figure out what the objection was.
Yeah. Yep. And sometimes you're not going to know.
What was it?
It was. I'm just not sure when I'm going to do it. So I didn't want to quite come out and say, like, hey man, I'm just getting quotes, because I wanted to kind of take you through that a little bit. But that was awesome. I think your tone and deference was slow. I understood it. And honestly, if you guys just know, I didn't feel like he was like trying to like sell the job, right? Like it didn't feel salesy. Like he was just gathering information. Like end of the day, he left her knowing he's just not sure about when to do it. And he asked me a great question. Now it's tough for me to answer that because it's hard for like what is the scenario where I would use them. But I might just say, hey man, like I just don't know. I'm just kind of budgeting right now. So ultimately, it's going to come down to probably price. The reason they're not doing it is not because they don't want to, but they're just understanding the price. So you might even say like, hey, typically, David, like when someone's kind of figuring out when they want to do it, it's a price thing. It sounds like price is probably like not how you make a decision, but it's actually but it's the decision in which you decide to do the job or not. Like in the area of us completing the job, is it more likely that this becomes budget friendly at $900 a month, whatever it comes to? Like, would it be impossible for you to afford $900 a month for the next year and have a brand new driveway next week? No, I never thought about that. I totally forgot about the 12 months, right? So sometimes the way you solve their problem is just by getting them to talk about theirs. That was awesome. He asked the right questions. You kind of stumble a little bit again. Like, I think that's just nerves. But that will be the most uncomfortable you ever are, and it'll be a lot easier. So just caution is not get too robotic with this. You have to humanize it, and that's why you kind of have to practice it in different situations. But you will come there leaving a lot more information. Just realize what you're hearing about lower quotes. Not interested. Don't go down the dark path of needing quotes just because you hear quotes, right? You only want to get quotes when they're saying they're cheaper and I've got them and I'm not using. I'm unlikely to use you. That's when you go. So remember, you have to be really good listeners during this. So let's give it 2 claps for Garrett. Woo! Watch out, Jacksonville. So, who wants to do it next? Like that, I know that's a tough one to top, but I just definitely think there's good opportunities here. And there's a great objection out there that I really want you guys to see. So who's ready? Best time to do it. Low stakes. If you look down, it means I'm going to choose you. Lovey, come on up here. Let's get Lovey going. Who wants their objection to be what I use? You got an objection for me? Gotcha. That's a good one. I'm going to come back to that one. I just try to be get some different ones. So, you like this one? I got one. Cool. You're gonna tell me 10,000, right? That's gonna be the price. Okay, Levy. Cool with this? I know this. A lot of your customers know this. How the freak do you handle this? This would probably be the ones where I'm not gonna say what it is, that I would figure out how to really understand customers. So, all right. Hey, Lovey.
Hey, Alex. How you
Cool.
doing?
Good. Well, what you got there? How much?
So I got about $10,000 to do the whole project, the demo, form boards, all that good stuff, rebar.
Love some rebar.
Yeah, super fun. So what do I need to do I want to work with you, want to earn your business. How can I do that?
Lovey, you've been awesome. Very detailed. I need to think it over a little bit. It's a lot of money. I just need to think it over. Can you send that to me? I don't know if
Yeah,
this
for
is my
sure.
quote, or do you send it to me, or what happens?
I sent it to your email.
Okay, cool.
Were you planning on getting other quotes, or what's your next step, kind of?
Yeah, I've already got some more quotes. In fact, I already have a quote for $8,200, so it's $1,800 difference. So
Yeah, that's a pretty good bit.
yeah,
good
it's a
amount of money.
pretty big difference. Yeah.
Well, I can always go over it with my sales manager, or my regional sales manager, and he can kind of work the numbers for you.
Yeah, that would be great if you can get the price lower.
Okay. Well, we can do that. I'll send it over to you this afternoon, and we'll go over it later.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look it over, and if I decide to splurge on it, are you gonna be able to get down to 8,200 or?
I don't think we'll be able to get down that low. And we try not to cut any corners. And
Yeah.
Go and do everything the right way the first time. So,
Sure.
But we might be able to meet in the middle.
You want to split the difference?
Meet in the middle.
Okay. All right. Well, let me think about it. Like I said, even that's kind of a big difference, price-wise. Even
Yeah,
it's
we
almost
do.
$900 more.
Yeah,
So.
we do have a 10-year warranty as well.
Okay. Yeah. I think they had a warranty. I don't know. They did my neighbor's driveway and it looks really good. So, just let me think about it and just send it to me and I'll kind of think through it. So.
Okay. I
Cool.
don't know what you're getting at.
So I exaggerate that a little bit. I think most customers, would cut it short. But the objection, and great job, is that it was $8,200. That was a real life scenario. Most of the time, your customers know that how they feel, their reaction to the price pretty immediately, especially when they have other prices. It's to your benefit to have them kind of talk to you about it. If there's a price objection, there's no way better to talk about it, and that's where you want to gather the other quotes. Hey, $8,200, that's a low price. Would it be impossible for me to see a copy of that quote? And there's only two scenarios. No, I'm not sending it to you. And chances are, if they not want to send it to you, they don't have it. You can be prepared to say, well, what's the worst that happens? You should kind of have this part of what's the worst that happens? I see a competitor quote, and there's a bunch of red flags, and it's not apples to apples. I might end up saving you. It's happened before, by the way. Or I see a competitor quote, it's apples to apples, and I got to figure out how to do business together. We might just have to depart ways as friends. You know what I mean? So, press people. You toughen up a little bit. Toughen up with what you deserve and what you ask for. Yes, we're there to serve them. People who you like, but you also command a little bit of a degree of respect in answers, enough that the humanization of like you being good at your trade and what you do to taking care of their most prized possession, which is probably their home. So your toughness to it will help them determine like, hey, they will respect you. They understand what you're getting at. You're not trying to sell them. Like, shit, if I get a quote for that's not apples to apples and you're 1,000 square foot there and 600, don't you think there's gonna be a price difference? Customers act like they check prices all the time, or I got a price on a business card, right? Well, you got a price on a business card for 8,200. Like, what are you gonna reference when things go wrong? I don't know. So like, don't you want the peace of mind, like paying a little bit more versus a business card? Like, and people will see that you're seeing through that. So they're very protective. So a couple ways to handle that is, price 10,000 is, hey, like, at this point, like, how much it's gonna cost? I can do a good job. Like at this point, are you not interested in using me, or are you interested but unsure about something? Well, I'm really unsure about this price, Levy. You're $1,800 less. Okay. And it sounds like at this point, like, it's gonna be impossible for us to work together because of price. Well, no, it's not possible. Like, there's a price difference. Like, I don't understand where that's coming from. Gotcha. I tell you what, would it be impossible for me to see a copy of that quote for 8,200? No, let me send it to you. Or, hey, here it is right here on my phone. Like, I've done a lot of live previews with people. It really works. Like, you can spend another 30 minutes looking at this quote and like, well, I'm at 1,200 square feet. They're at 900. I don't see anything about this. Like, I think I could do what they're doing based on their quote for 8,200. Like, if you want me to put a quote for those deliverables, I could probably do it for 8,200. But honestly, you're not gonna be happy with it because they're not doing all of this, right? Like, so like, if you want me to do what they're doing, I can do it for 8,200, right? The square footage is different or what they're doing. Again, that's kind of where you start to tap into a little bit of the rationale. Again, kind of sticking to emotions is super important. So.